I spent the day in the shade of a tree, thinking how we best to spend this precious time that we've been given. I came to thinking that
Dalawa kasi ang klase ng tao. Yung isa, nakakaintindi ng mathematics. Yung isa, nahihirapan sa pag-intindi.
Most of the students have that connotation that math is a difficult subject, that they are having a hard time in understanding and solving different problems. We are using the realistic math series from grades 1 to grade 6. The exercises given there and all the activities provided in the textbooks are really relevant to the needs of the students. Talagang lumalabas yung learning even though the teachers are not really facilitating because of the instructional materials.
What I have discovered in these books is that it has complete parts. There is an appropriate introduction, a very good presentation of the lesson, and there are many examples. And then the exercises really help in sharpening the minds of the students.
Even though you don't have any idea about mathematics, if you're a parent, if you just browse the textbooks, you will be able to understand how to teach it to the child.
The Phoenix books are reinforcement in my teaching because it's not hard for me to choose which assessment tool would be important.
As a matter of fact, our strongest department is the mathematics department. For 5 years already, we've been consistently MTOP champion in the division of LIPA.
Hindi magiging epektibo ang guro kung hindi maganda ang kanyang mga ginagamit sa pagtuturo. I believe the teaching material complements the good teacher.
Ariling panlipunan, basically talaga, marami yung medyo naboboard. Hindi naman kasi pwedeng wala yung history kasi nga we have to deal with the past in order for us to prepare our students for the future.
Bilang isang guro, nag-iisip ka ng mga pwedeng gamitin para sa mga bata na alam mong matututo sila dito.
Siyempre, number one na tinitingnan namin pagdating sa materials, yung naka-anchor ba ito sa K-12 curriculum ng DepEd. We are using padayon sa kabihas ng Asyano and padayon ng kasaysayan ng daigdig. It's very easy for a teacher to prepare yung mga materials, yung mga needed questions kasi nandun na lahat. Makikita mo na doon yung learning objectives. Most of our requirements nagre-reflect dun sa book that we are using. Yung mga guide questions, very useful.
Gusto ko doon sa aklat ng Bagong Lahing Pilipino, yung mga activities na makikita dito. It covers all the competencies in geography, history, Philippine government, and the culture as outlined in the K-12 curriculum learning competencies set by the Department of Education.
It's very important for me to have very good materials kasi yung mga students now, hindi na ganun kahaba yung time nila to look for resources. Pipiliin ko pa yung nandun na yung lahat ng mga kailangan ng mga estudyante ko para, in a way, helpful din talaga sa kanila.
Sa subject namin, Christian Living Education, it's very important that we talk about reality and kung ano na experience nila.
We go into the context of students, and then we go into the human experience. We allow the human experience to find meaning in the Bible.
I've been a user of Call to Grow in Christian Social Responsibility. This particular book helps me a lot in my subject because there is this organization. Itong guidelines na to, it's very clear. Maintindihan ng lahat, even non-CLE teacher or Christian Living teacher. There's this pattern wherein we look at the experience, then we get into the church teaching and the Bible teaching, and then the application part.
It's very user-friendly. We always begin with opening, it's always on the scriptural passage, awareness, and then after that, you go to the exposition, which is the human experience. So most of the human experience that are found in the books that we are using from Sibs or Phoenix is that it's either personal issues, family issues, social related. It's more of other-centered.
Sa panahon ngayon, napakalaking hamon sa mga guro, lalo na sa guro sa Filipino na katulad ko, ang mapataas ang antas ng kawilihan ng mga mag-aaral sa pagkatuto at sa paglinang ng kanyang kasanayan, lalo pat ito ay sa Filipino. Mabisang sandata ng mga guro ang mga kagamitan sa pagtuturo, gaya ng mga batayang aklat, sapagkat sa batayang aklat ay naroon ng mga gawain, ang mga kasanayan na dapat ay nililinang natin sa mga mag-aaral. Sa St. Teresa's College, Quezon City, ay matagal na namin ginagamit ang pinagyamang pluma.
Yung pluma kasi, napakaganda siya para sa mga bata dahil pag tiningnan ko yung content niya, complete siya at the same time, maganda yung pagkakagawa niya.
Isa sa mga natatanging katangian ng pluma ay ang pagkakaroon nito ng mga gawain na lumilinang sa iba't ibang antas ng pagkatuto mula sa kaalaman, sa proseso hanggang pag-unawa at ang pagbibigay nito ng pagkakataon sa mga mag-aaral na gumanap o yung kanilang mga performance task. Nakatuon ang aklat na ito sa pagbibigay ng pagkakataon sa mga mag-aaral na magamit ang kanilang karanasan at maiugnay nila ang kanilang natutunan sa kanilang tunay na buhay.
Every subject has something to do with reading. It has something to do with comprehension. So it's a basic skill and a tool to all subjects. In reading, we use the PLP or the Phoenix Learning Package. It is a skill book in which it has exercises on 4 major skills in reading, like skills on vocabulary, comprehension, literary appreciation, and study skills. And those are the major 4 skills in reading.
Stories are not very lengthy but sensible. You know, sometimes most of them are value-laden. Sometimes there are books with short games for mastery.
The exercises are arranged according to their hierarchy of difficulty. It's arranged from easy to moderately difficult, and then tests of mastery application skills of the pupils. I find it very helpful because the exercises also helps me determine the reading difficulties and weaknesses of my students, as well as their strength.
With Phoenix, if they claim to have it K-12 compliant, it's true that they are compliant. They listen to suggestions. They ask us how we do it in our school. I think that is what is distinct about them. There was never a school year where there are no Phoenix books in our institution.
When the sun comes, you're my shade. When the moon comes, you're a little firefly. And I love you more than I can say.
Actually, sa science, mas more yung discovery approach.
Kung noon, ang mga teachers ang center sa instruction, ngayon, yung mga estudyante kasi sila na yung gumagawa ng task pagkatapos naming ibigay yung mga konsepto o yung skills.
Kami kasi, we have the edge with other subjects kasi we're conducting experiments wherein students are engaged in which they are able to apply what they had learned in the classroom in real-life context.
Yung U and the natural world, nagbibigay siya, ine-extend niya, ina-out niya sa 4 na sulok ng silid-paaralan yung idea ng bata na pwede natin i-apply ang concept ng science through application in our real life.
We're using Exploring Science by the Phoenix Publishing Company. We've been using it for a very long time. It's because it's comprehensive and it's well aligned with the K-12 standards. It infuses assessment questions which would ask the students to write down their answers in a comprehensive way.
Phoenix book is a good material for assessment because it has the chapter test, it has its cyberlink. Sometimes I assign the student to look for the site for them to refresh of what they have learned in the day.
Phoenix is a partner in science education, especially when students are able to think creatively and innovatively through the resources that they have.
Happy 75th anniversary, Seiya.
Thank you for being a partner.
For providing good quality education.
For supporting us Catholic educators.
Congratulations to the SEIA for another milestone.
May you continue to uplift the Catholic education here in the Philippines.
Seiya, Phoenix, and the teacher right there and there make quality education possible.
I am Eden Petalio.
Charisma Rafael.
Antonio B. Candelesas.
Leia Lilibeth B. Amata.
Sister Minerva Cabalatungan Luis A.
Army Maris Garcia.
Marvy S. Yuswico.
Frederick Tan.
Catherine Lozano.
I've been a Phoenix textbook user for 3 years.
4 years.
5 years.
7 years.
8 years already.
9 years already.
9 years.
15 years.
18 years already.
20 years.
23 years.